I got to work with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, Eggleston campus in Georgia. And again, they wanted to do the core measures and adopt them into the culture of care. And one of the projects was noise reduction. So they wanted to do this quiet time initiative, and they partnered with Georgia Tech. They have an acoustic department, and they came over to the NICU and they literally wired it for sound. It was a rolling data collection of the sound levels, and what the clinicians then did is they introduced this idea of quiet time, and they picked 2 designated hours in the afternoon and then the complementary hours in the middle of the night. And then they looked at a variety of different indicators to include the sound levels. They also looked at big data, vital sign data, to see how were the babies responding autonomically to this changes in the sound environment. And then several of the clinicians also recorded the frequency of nuisance alarms. Engineers, the acoustic guys from Georgia Tech, also looked at other metrics. And one of the things that really sparked my interest was this index called the Speech Intelligibility Index. And what we found with the big data, vital sign data, is that the babies had more autonomic stability during the quiet time period, which was just so awesome. That the observations of the incidence of nuisance alarms was higher before the quiet time was introduced. And the Speech Intelligibility Index was in a better range when the sound levels were within the recommended range, and that was during the quiet time period. What the team also noted was that there started to become this kind of organic spillover, though. So it wasn't like 3 o'clock, a.m. or p.m., the light went back on and everybody just started talking in their big voices again. It didn't happen that way. Actually, we saw this trend that it wasn't as quiet as the quiet time period, but the overall trend was it was in a more reasonable range than before we started the project.